To easily illustrate several concepts used in database systems, I have created a mock-up database. This database shows what a website's database housing poems might look like. There are several tables in this database, and I'm going to be using them to illustrate these concepts. So the first concept is a concept of attributes and columns. So I'm going to look at the design of the author table, and here are the columns in the author table, and each one of these is a separate attribute. And this one is the primary key of the author table, which means that it is what identifies each separate row in the table. And it's always going to be, always going to not be null. And in this particular table, it's a surrogate key. And you can see that on here. The first row is 1, the second one is 2, and it's automatically going to make the next one 5 when I type something in. So I can do something like Joe, and see it says 5. You can keep doing that, just add more people. And it'll always go in the next number. So that's a surrogate key, and it's also the primary key of this table. To illustrate a foreign key, the author ID, it's a primary key in this table, but in the poem table, it's actually a foreign key. We can see it in here. So the author ID is a foreign key in this table because it's the primary key in another table. For the candidate key, a candidate key is anything that could be a key. So to illustrate that, I'll look at the user table, and we can see the student number is a candidate key because it's always going to be unique. It's something that can be used as a primary key, but it's not. Now a composite key is when multiple attributes are being used as a primary key. Also in the user table, these 3 attributes make up a primary key because it's always going to be unique. There's not going to be somebody at the same address that also has the same first name and last name as somebody else. And for prime and non-prime attributes, a prime attribute is anything that is in a candidate key. So the student number is a prime attribute, but email is not because it's not part of a candidate key. And that is all there is to it.